Oh, sugar.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. I got new microphone options.
What's that?
I got new microphone options. Hang on here. Let me check something right quick. All right. Check. Right? You got that? Check.
I hear you.
All right.
I hear you.
Check.
Yo.
Any difference? Check.
No, I just hear you loud and clear.
Clearer or always loud and clear? So listen. Check.
Okay.
Check. No
No.
difference?
No.
Okay, all right. Just checking. It's telling me there's a difference. We'll see, I guess.
It says you have new microphone options.
Yeah. It's launch day in the Apple world. New software, iOS 15.
iOS 15. Okay. So that means through Android I can come onto FaceTime now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Try to include the world.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do what Blackberry never decided to do. Or do what Blackberry took too long to do.
I mean, Blackberry, good for Blackberry, what they did it when they did it at the time.
Until
BBM was good software. I'll give it that much, but then they tried to do hardware and shit. And then that was it for them. I don't know how they lost it. How do you lose that market, bro? They had every business company, blah, 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 had a Blackberry at one time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but what was the issues that they took too long to have software?
Well, they had the software.
No, they had
Well,
their software, but
yeah,
they didn't have any they didn't have any app stores, whereas
that's all they had.
Yeah, Android and iPhone, iOS were like having app creators going crazy.
Right. No, true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tupac.
Right. I didn't even realize it was the wall in the back until today, though.
Say word.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exactly the wall, right?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know that. Devil's in the details, as they say, bro.
Devil's in the detail. I used to tell Fitz that regular. That's a conversation we have regular when he was growing up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, the devil is in the details, man.
Kids don't understand that, yo.
Man,
Those are little itty bitty stuff. That's the next difference, right?
Say again.
It's a little itty bitty stuff that makes the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Remember increments, yo. I'm living life in decimal points and shit.
Mm.
That's where all that stuff comes from. So it goes. So it goes. Yo, what? What are you gonna say? What is that?
No, I'm just looking at my screen right now, and I'm feeling kind of like my whites is showing up blurry.
Yeah, a little bit. You look a little blurred.
Right. Like I remember when we were recording in the shop the other day, and through this computer here, hashtag hair show. The visuals that was coming through the computer was like getting the wall pretty blurry. I'm wondering what is going on.
It's the same light you have?
Same light, but it's
your light. Wait, there you go. Well, I see what you mean, though. You just gotta wipe your screen, yo. Did you wipe your screen? Wipe the thing.
I wiped it.
When, just now? With your finger, you wiped it?
I wiped it with everything before, but like I remember last week I was looking kind of dark.
Yeah.
But then I realized that it's because I was wearing a white t-shirt. So like it was causing everything to be dark. Everything was fine now, but now this little white font, and I'm looking at your shirt and it's just so nice and white and clear. I'm like jealous.
I told you I got a new phone just for this reason.
You say you got a new phone, you said?
Yeah,
Mm.
a couple weeks ago. You'll see the difference. A little bit. You can see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, right before the new iPhones came out, I got a new phone while they were on sale. The old iPhone was on sale. Now they got the new ones, but it's all good.
Mm. So the new ones are what? Are bigger?
No, not really. I mean, the one that I have is the same size, or the big one's the same size. So it's a couple little things that are different, but I'm not too worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I made the right decision. I went with a Pro Max in the older generation, knowing that when the new generation comes out, this phone would still be better than the new regular one.
Oh,
But,
okay.
you know what I mean? I try to balance it out. You know?
But then they're gonna come with a new Pro Max eventually.
Yeah. Well, they have the new Pro Max now, but I would have, if I got a new phone, if I gotten the iPhone 13, I would have just gotten the iPhone 13. I wouldn't have gotten the iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Right.
All right. But I got a 12 Pro Max
Mm-hmm.
because I knew what's the deal. So
look at you, man. Look at you looking like a crisp biscuit, bro.
who yeah? No. I know I have a good barber, yo.
Looking like a crisp biscuit, like
it's fresh, yo. It's light.
a brand new man in this world.
Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. It was time. It was time for a fresh up, man. And it wasn't. I thought it was when I was talking to you the other day. I thought it was Caravana. I cut it at Caravana the first time, and then I had it rolled for like a couple of months right before the winter. Then it grew through like from December on. It grew. I maintained it low for a couple of months. But yeah, man, it's been a hot second since I see my like the side of my head, stuff like that. Part.
You cut who this?
I just want to put a hat on, yo. I haven't worn a hat yet. One thing I was missing out on was hats. Oh shit! What do we got here? What are we drinking?
We got Apothic Red.
I think I might have had that before. Maybe. What year is that? Does that have a year on it? What was that? Let's say at the bottom there.
2019. Apothic Red. Rich and smooth. California. Rich and smooth? It's California Red. So California Red, that would then be kind of like what that Snoop Dogg joint was about.
This is gonna take a minute. That looks like it has a cork code. Yeah, it's gonna. You didn't order your thing yet. Or are you gonna surprise me with it?
No, I got.
You got a new one?
Yeah, but it's nothing fancy. It's one of these joints, right?
Yeah.
We'll see if it treats me better.
No, you gotta come with the new shit, guy. You just go like this. Done. We'll see, I guess.
Am I supposed to just go right through this cap here?
Not really.
No, right?
No, you gotta
peel something first, right?
Yeah, you gotta peel it or cut it, one of the two. All right. I don't know what happened. You find it?
You know what? I might start leaving these wines alone and start drinking some cognacs or some shit.
Oh, cognacs don't have cork, yeah? But cognacs are from cork. Just go through it, man. It's all right, man. Just pretend nobody's watching. Open it like nobody's watching. Just go right through it, yo. See what happens. Hope for the best. Just don't shake it. Uh-oh. Yeah, are you twisting the bottle? Yo, man, what's wrong with you, guy? Where are you from? Where are you from, guy?
So much easier.
Now
so
what?
Much easier.
I know, but now it's... I gotta take you on a wine tour, yo. I gotta take it to show you how it's done. What is this? Is a blend or is it like what is it? Just nothing, just as Apothic Red.
Apothic Red. Apothic Storm. You know Apothic Storm?
Yeah. Moderator. Big up. Che La Soul. Holla Holla Mod Squad. Big up to Apothic Storm.
Apothic Storm. Apothic Red today has been inspired by Apothic Storm. Have you ever had a red apothic storm?
Red apothic storm. Interesting. That looks full bodied, yo.
Yes, sir.
Mm. Don't hurt yourself, brother.
Yes,
I saw you doing the spin. I saw you. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I saw. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
It's new cuts and new waves. New cuts and new waves.
I hear that. That makes sense. I hear that. It hits me in my soul a little bit. You're a voter? You vote?
Yeah. Weird little situation for me though.
Oh yeah?
Because who I wanted to vote for wasn't available for me to vote for.
What do you mean? Why not?
They weren't
on the ballot?
They weren't on my ballot.
Well, how come? Who was it you wanted to vote for?
The PVC.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I heard a lot of angry people with those guys today. For people, that's the other thing too. Remember I was telling you about the assholes? We talked about the assholes before?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of assholes today, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't understand why people have to be assholes.
Talk to me. What were you hearing?
But I mean, it's one thing to be opinionated, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you know me, I'm like, you can do whatever you want, just don't try to push all your shit and be loud about it, right? As long as you're not loud about it. I mean, you can be loud, just don't push your shit on me. There's just everybody has a right to vote, so you vote, right? You can't tell me how to vote.
Right.
You tell me who I should vote for or why I should vote. My views are different than your views. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if people are out there saying you're this or you're that because you voted this way, well, you know, duh, like fuck that, right? So it's like, it's not that I don't care who you voted for, you know, all right, but you voted. That's the whole point, I guess, right? Like I tried to get the kids to do it, make sure the kids do it. It was big for me when they turned 18, like, okay, come on, let's go. This is how you do it.
Okay.
Even just like just go, like there's a, CBC here, do the survey and figure out what you like by answering some questions and it'll help you out and do some research and shit like that. And even me and my daughter, we went yesterday. I was just like, you voting? She's like, yep. She's like, send me the link. She did the link. She's like, all right, I'm ready. Cool, she's good to go. But I don't know who she voted for.
Right.
I didn't ask her. Right. She said she was ready to go. I'm like, all right. I'm not like, yo, you got to vote like this because of this and this and blah, 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 blah. And you got to do this and that. And if you vote for this person or you take away from, like, I get it. I get the context of everything, right? Like voting for this party might take a vote away from the whole point of everything. I get it, right? But fuck that, right? Everybody still gets, don't tell me what to do. Right. I don't know if that's just a general life thing, maybe, but yeah. So it's just the people out there, well, you should have done this and you should have done that and do this and do that. No, that's how you feel. You feel like that, go on and do it. Don't tell me to do it. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to do whatever the hell people wanted to do with it, go for it. And same thing with the vaccine right now too. There's people are angry today about tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow's the thing date, the
the 22nd,
the passport date, right? And same thing, you can feel this way or that way about it, right? It's legit, it's not legit, we should have them, we should not have them, but don't start fucking yelling today about it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, people's backs are getting against the wall now. Now they're feeling a little.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, right? I will tell you that it was what's today? Yesterday was the first day I was like, damn. All right, because some events this weekend. Right? There's a couple of different events happening this weekend where I'm like, not even really thinking about it. Yo, I want to go to
this weekend coming up.
Yeah. Right? Where not even thinking about anything else except, yo, I want to go to that.
Right.
I want to, all right. I want to go to that and I want to go to that. And it's going to be a good fucking weekend. And then I get on my WhatsApp. I'm like, yo, who wants to go to this? And then it's kind of like not as big of a response as I thought I'd get, right?
Right.
Yo, man, like I'm coming down, it's wrong, I'm coming down, blah blah blah. And then you hear somebody chime in. Is it like a thing event, vax, whatever? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I guess right. It's past the 20. So there's certain rules for certain things. Like everything, like it's got the stamp on it. It's got the Ontario stamp on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. I'm like, oh fuck, right? So now I'm like, oh shit. You can go pay for your negative test to, you can go grab a test or whatever for $40 from Shoppers Drug Mart, but I can appreciate that you don't want to go to a jam and have to go buy a test to prove that on top of it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But I'm like, ooh, and then I'm like, all right, I'm sitting there about to be like, who else wants to go? I'm like, oh, I don't know. Oh shit, and I'm sitting here going, now not that now I see it, but that was the first time I was like, shit, and I was like, damn.
But
right?
It's changing things. It's changing things for everybody. Yeah, it's changing things for everybody. Even like if you don't even realize, now you're like, whoa, yeah, this is like, even if it's not affecting me, it's affecting me. Like I want to kick it with my peoples, and not like you said, like not everybody is down with the way that, not everybody votes the same way, not everybody thinks the same way, not everybody's aligned the same way. But when we want to do the things that we never usually get affected by our decisions,
boom.
Now there's some different considerations.
Yeah. Right. And that was the first time it hit me, just like, oh, like shit. Like I can't just be like, yo, I bought some tickets. Come, who wants to reach? Right. No, there's extra questions. It's not as simple as that anymore.
Extra questions. Right?
Extra questions. Not just who wants to reach and where.
Questions.
Right.
Extra.
I never had to ask extra questions before. Extra questions didn't matter before, right?
Extra questions didn't matter. Jeez.
And it doesn't matter because it matters, if that makes sense. Like per se.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but it matters.
But it matters, right? Right. It's like I was thinking the other day, about it matters, but it doesn't matter. And then this also brought me back to the assholes too. It's like we had somebody in our lives that was, they were impacted by COVID. Right? They were impacted by COVID. And it was almost until they were okay. I saw that, the other day, and they were okay, that I was like, are they vaccinated or not? It never crossed my mind initially. Right? Because some people would be like, and I don't even know, to be honest, serve you right, or what the hell happened, right? Regardless. But that's where, to me, this is why that thing hit me yesterday the first time, because that stuff doesn't matter to me, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, that's your decision, and I'm going to roll within the parameters of how I feel about your decision. And as long as you're not like, trying to cough on me on purpose or anything, right? Then we're good. And it's just funny that in standing back and being like, I didn't even, what were they? Are they? What side of that are they on? Never mattered. But now, like you say, now there's extra questions now, right? Because that never, like, not until the end, I was like, oh shit, I wonder. And then, through interaction, I figured it out. But even at that point, it was still like who the fuck cares? And a lot of that's to me, a lot of it's always, a lot of it's who the fuck cares. It doesn't matter. All right, let's go. Let's roll. All right, we're gonna go in here. Put on your mask. I put on my mask. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Now it's just completely different. Like we couldn't even do what we did this weekend, I guess, right? This weekend coming up.
Right?
Right.
For the most part.
Right, little bits and pieces, right?
For the most part, yeah. I guess and I guess I am kind of lucky that my industry is not really affected by
in that way,
because again, like you said, like the extra questions, because I'm cutting people here and they're sitting down and like, are you affected by this tomorrow? I'm like, no, no. My industry is not. But I guess I'm almost lucky that I can say no, because I mean, even if my industry was affected by it, there's no way I'm going by the industry regulations. You know what I mean? I would not be going by the industry regulations. Now, I don't know what kind of ramifications that would have on me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And also the way that people would receive me. You know what I mean? Because once laws are put in place, once
Mhm.
mandates are put in place, then
Mhm.
there's people who just always follow rules and regulations. They might just because now there's a sticker, they might
Yeah.
receive me different
Than yesterday.
than yesterday. Yes, than yesterday.
Yeah.
Because because now if the government is saying they need to show something to enter my premises, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't care what the government says, come in.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna feel awkward knowing that I don't care. When yesterday, before
Mhm.
the sticker mandate, they didn't care.
Yeah, I hear that. 100.
So wow, I was having a conversation today with someone, and like I never even thought about this before. This sounds
Mhm.
stupid for me to say this, but I never thought about this before. But just the whole conversation about how people are going to be losing their jobs if they don't
Mhm.
the vaccine, right?
Mhm.
And they're mandating, that nurses take this vaccine. Now, the height of this whole pandemic, nurses never had no vaccine.
Mhm.
They were the heroes. They were the
Mhm.
frontline workers that everybody was cheering for as they were driving home from work. Everybody's cheering for them.
Yeah.
And now they could possibly lose their jobs if they decide not to take the vaccine. Meanwhile, at the height of this whole thing,
It was them.
it was them. And
Mhm.
now, if they decide that they don't want to take it, they're not heroes no more.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like they were in the belly of the beast when the belly was rumbling. Now the belly's not really rumbling in the way it was, and now
It's
you
the
get
world we
tell,
live in, right?
yeah,
We live over this. It's such a, like, it's almost hypocritical in some ways, but it's also just so, it's the fucking word I'm looking for. Polarizing, I guess. Everybody's talking, right? Is that the word
polarizing, yeah, polarizing, yeah,
everybody's using right now? So,
hypocritical and polarizing. Like now that blackface has won another term, right? Now that
yeah.
blackface has won another term, I'm wondering if his stance on certain things are going to change, because I'm wondering if he was like holding a certain position so that he can get the vote. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes
Mhm.
people hold a position because they know that this is the demographic of people that they can
Mhm.
like cater to.
Mhm.
So I'm just wondering now if over time his position is going to change and say, you know what, guys, I really, I changed my mind. We really thought these things over, and maybe our stance was wrong or not the way that we thought it should be.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm just wondering, now that he got the vote, does he change his stance even a little bit? You know what I mean? Because he was very polarizing. He was very divisive in his conversation, in his rhetoric.
You think? You
Very
think?
much so, very much so, very much so. Like it just sounded like his whole stance
Platform.
seemed his whole platform seemed to be, you're with the vaccinated, or you're going in concentration camp. That's just how he sounded. Like, if you're not concentrating, if you're not vaccinated and doing the right thing, you need to be put in a concentration camp.
Yeah.
And he didn't say that, but that's essentially like kind of like where he's going with it. You know what I mean?
Just him, though?
But it seemed like that was his whole thing. You know what I mean? Like I guess maybe I never heard everybody else's stance as much, but
Hmm.
it just seemed like that's what he was riding on.
Hmm.
At least that's how it felt to me.
It's funny. I think you talked about it one time, the different, how we intake things differently,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, so maybe
Right.
You know,
Right.
what WhatsApp groups that I'm in,
Right.
you know, things that I might follow that give you that make it harder for people to align, I guess. Right? It makes it harder because because you say like, blackface, man. I'm like, yeah, I seen that too. And no condoning blackface. But then I'm like if I wanted to run for prime minister right now, right? Let's just say, if I wanted to, you think they couldn't find something to say, yo, look at this guy?
You can't. You're not material, bro. You can't run for prime minister. You have to know that before you even decide.
But right? You know what I mean, though, right?
But they'll find something.
So,
Yeah, like the
right?
opposition will always find something.
Or to find something that even for me to either raise myself or put somebody else down, I'd find it like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could find something that could just make people say, yo, something comparative to blackface, maybe that somebody might have done or said. That at the time, somebody you or I won't say you or I could play it off as, you could play it off as, oh, we're kids, man. This is stupid shit. Well, my friend, that's my friend, though. You know what I mean? But he's my friend. I can talk to him like that kind of shit, right? You know what I mean? And that's where that's some of the pieces where I struggle with. I'm like, all right, man. Like, all right, he's in, because there's some things there's also people are oblivious to in some ways, and not oblivious to you shouldn't know right or wrong. Because I'm really not trying to defend anything, just for the record. I'm just trying to say, what is it? Like casting stones in glass houses or some shit like that, or whatever it is, right? Is we can go back and look at people and this and that, but anyways, back to the point fucking of how we intake shit. It's just funny and just listening to that and hearing when you look at different, I don't want to say groups or factions, how some narratives are the same. And it's not until you actually talk to folk where you realize what the hell they're really trying to say, or really trying to talk about, or really have an issue with, I guess, right? Because to me, like it's I don't want to say whoever won is going to be some bullshit, but whoever won will be some bullshit anyway.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Like there's one party, Amory Paul. Like I feel like I feel like that's probably like the most honest, genuine party.
That's the Green Party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what I mean?
It's like that survey I told you that I like to do just to make sure I'm looking over all the different platforms and stuff like that. Like the way that I voted, that's not what I came up when I voted, right? So like, and I think the Green Party was second, and what I voted was actually third. Right?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't about quote unquote voting in a blog, but it's also understanding how it all, part of it is understanding how it all works too, right? Or stuff like that. So the same way people are saying, you got to vote like this because of this, is on the flip side, other people are saying, if you vote like this, then maybe it won't help what you're trying to do, or some of the things that do align. Because like you say, that the Green Party, like I said, my vote, I think they were second when I went through all that information and did my little ticks and checks and all that good stuff. And so it's interesting. So here you go, you're sitting here bigging up them about being the most honest. I'm like, oh yeah, shit. Like, all right. It's not even that. It sounds like we probably agree on most of what they do or what they're saying or whatever. But then the way that I'm going to assume that the way that we voted then is still so different, right? But we're going to sit here and say, yeah, fuck, I aligned with the fucking Green Party a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's weird. And that's cool and it's weird as well, I guess, right?
It's interesting. You see Neil Forrester's post the other day? Was it yesterday? Anyway, there's a post about his vote.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, I voted, and just so you guys know, I voted this way.
And
he's like, let the games begin. Right. Kind of saying like, everybody go out and go vote. This is how I voted. And here, you know, I voted. This is how I voted. Blah, blah, blah. Let the games begin. Right. And you know, so the people started like dissing, like, yo, why you vote this? Oh, that's so whack. Why would you vote that? You know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, some people like, hey, like enlighten me. Why did you decide to vote that way? Like, I kind of know who you are, but why did you decide to vote that? You know what I mean? And his thing was like, the head of it all was not what interested him. He said, like, the person in his writing, the person in his particular writing, he felt was most competent out of everybody that, you know, like that were available for him to vote for, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe the top is not what interests you, but the person that affects you personally most is the person that you decide to vote for, you know?
That's one of the first questions anybody that I've spoken to about it, one of the first questions I ask is like, did you vote for your party or for your person? All right. Because that is a big thing for people. That's a big defining piece about how some people vote, right? Like if I still lived, I'd vote Alvin Curling until I'm blue in the face, right? You know what I'm saying, right? And what's his face? What's the other one? Alvin Curling and Jerry Phillips, yo. Right? Is that right?
Oh, yeah,
those are my guys.
Phillips.
I think those are my guys. I believe, if I got that right. Those are two names I remember. But then otherwise, or you vote for your party, right? What party you want to stick to. So there's a big difference, maybe, and sometimes those line up, obviously. But yeah, that's one of the first questions I ask people is, is that about the party or is that about the person in your right?
Right. Yeah, man. So somebody asked me how I voted today. And I told them, and like, man, people that I wanted to vote for weren't available for me to vote for them. And he goes, yeah, I kind of noticed that. He goes, maybe you should run for that party next time. I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, man, everybody would vote for you. I go, yeah. I go, but I probably got some blackface in the background.
Yo, man.
And I go, and I can't talk enough French. I don't know enough French to. He goes, that's if you want to be president. He goes, that's if you want to be prime minister.
Yeah, if you just want to be an MP. Is that what it's called? MP? Right?
Yeah.
If you want to be an MP, you don't have to be bilingual. That's preference, right? I don't know. Shit, I don't know how that works, but yeah, I just don't like how people are so opinionated, so hard. Like, just just don't go hard. You don't have to go hard on people.
But bro, politics and religion is what people go hard on, man, and that's
why you're not supposed to talk about it. That's why you're not supposed to talk about it.
Right. But that's
and vaccination.
That's what causes lots of murders around election time in different countries in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Murders.
But that's the problem, right? That's not good, right?
Not even a joke. It's like you're yellow or you're green in Jamaica, you know, like.
But so it goes, right? I beat this dog. Hang on. I don't beat dogs, man. I love my dog.
Yeah.
Good boy. Anyways, yeah, yellow, green, whatever it is. It's just, yeah, man, that's the problem. That's the problem just with the world today. Everything's so divisive. Everything's so this or that, yes or no. Like, there can be a little bit of maybe. There can be a little bit of gray area in some situations. Like,
but it's like we need these things to kind of define us as a people, as a person. You know what I mean? Like it's what your purpose is. You know what I mean? Like, you align yourself with your political party, and that's who you are. You know, and
It doesn't have to be that much.
It
Can it
doesn't
be
have
like?
to be. No, you're absolutely right. It
Can
does
it?
not have to be.
It can
But
just should just be. It should just be. Oh, I get to vote, right? I get to. I get to. I live somewhere where I get to pick,
mhm,
right? Right. Instead of it's about who I pick, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just that I get to
get
pick,
to. Yeah.
or I get to have an opinion. Like some people,
I don't
if
love
I
this wine.
actually no, why
Mm-mm.
it's too tart, too tart,
Maybe it's too sweet.
too sweet. Let's see, where do you feel it? You feel it in here?
No, that would be
Okay,
tart.
right?
That'd be
Oh,
tart if
okay,
it
so
was
it's too
there.
sweet. So where do you feel it then? You feel it like in here?
This almost tastes like I should be using it to make cake.
In the souffle?
Yo, one time a guy gave me a bottle of wine. He said, "Bro, this is like the best. Yo, oh, this is amazing. You need to
Hmm.
have this, man." And when I drink the thing, it's like I was drinking sugar, and I looked at it. It was actually baking wine. I'm like,
Oh,
this is what he's drinking before the club, bro.
and he just drank it. Oh, well, maybe that's why he's having. That's why he's lit, yo. He was lit in the club.
I said, this is what he's drinking before the clubs.
That's crazy. That's
Mhm.
crazy shit. What's on your list today, bro? You have anything on your list?
No list,
Oh, there it
man.
is. No, there's a list. As soon as I
There
said
is
list, I saw
absolutely
you
no.
look.
Once you say to me
Yeah, yeah,
list, then
yeah.
we're gonna start
That's
doing
it.
lists. But there's no
What do you
list.
mean? What do you mean once I say to you list? I ask you every week about a list.
Yeah, you asked me, but I noticed you're asking me as if I know this guy has a list, but you're not asking me as if where's the list that we're supposed to make.
No, not the list we're supposed to make. The list you have. There's a difference.
I don't have no list. I used
Sometimes
to,
I
I
write
used,
some.
I used, I used to have a little bit of a list.
We used to make a list, or used to have a list.
I used to,
You used to make a list,
I used to make a list. I used to make
right?
a.
No, see, when I have, if I have a list. I don't make a list, right?
Okay,
You know what I mean?
talk to me.
Well, I feel like you would sit down and say it's time to make a list for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And more me, I'm more like, yeah, let me write that down real quick.
Mm,
Right.
mm-hmm.
So I have a list. I have a list. You're making a list.
Okay.
That's the difference, I think, slightly. I mean, no, nothing good, no bad. It's just that's what I think. That's what I think. So now you know what I mean when I'm asking you about the list. All right, you make a list. That's good. I might have a list. Not I'm not again not against lists. I'm just saying I don't sit down to make one. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes. I don't know what would be on my. I sometimes it's just things that hit me. Like last week, I had like mad shit on my list. I
Yeah.
was yeah. We talked about a couple things that was on my list
Mm-hmm.
specifically. That was one of those I was asking the questions that week. Yo,
Mm.
it's funny.
I know that I was thinking about today I was thinking, I was like, wait a second, man. Because when we were talking
Mm,
about Jamaica, and you asked me when's the last time I went, and I'm like, oh, I went to March 2019 or something like that for my
yeah.
brother's funeral. I was in Jamaica like a couple months ago. I was in
Right.
Jamaica January.
Right.
Yeah, I was just there. I was just in Jamaica.
So when you went to wait, January. So when you went, how did you go? You had to take a boat. Or how did you get there,
No,
guy? They just
yeah.
let you in the country. You just got
Well,
in.
yeah, it was fine to get in. It was cool. It was everything. Like, like on leaving, I'm like, I'm going to Jamaica, and people are like, are you allowed to leave? You can't
You're
leave. You're
allowed
not
to
allowed to
leave.
leave.
Yeah, you
I'm
can go
like,
wherever you want.
wherever you want, man. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? No, you can't. Anyway, so I left. I
Yeah.
left and went to Jamaica.
So you
And
just wait. Sorry. So you left. You just land in Jamaica, and then what happens when you land? Like from
when you land,
at
just
that time. At that time.
at that time, you get there, just normal. You just got to Montego Bay Airport.
Mm,
Um, Same old process as usual.
mm,
Um, but then they ask you where you're staying, just like regular, like you write
mm,
on your form of where you're going to be
mm,
staying. But difference is that if you say that you're staying at a hotel, which I was staying at a hotel, the Montego Bay Holiday Inn, if you say
mm,
that you're staying at a hotel, then no problem, no issue.
Right.
But if you say that you're going into the country, you know what I mean? Like you stay at your residence or with
Yeah.
family or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
then they put you on a 2-week quarantine.
Hmm.
So yeah, so you say you're staying at a hotel, you don't have to quarantine. But if you say you're going
Hmm.
into the country, you
Hmm.
gotta quarantine for 2 weeks wherever you were,
Hmm.
right? And then they had this thing called the corridor where so for instance, if I'm a tourist, I could
Hmm.
travel through this corridor.
And that's it.
I could
And
travel
you're
through this,
safe.
and yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't need to like quarantine. I can travel through the corridor, and I guess it was all to kind of help sustain tourism, right?
Yeah.
But when I was at the hotel, it it wasn't super busy.
Hmm.
Wasn't super busy, which was perfect because I didn't go there for no like
Wild up.
bangara, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just went there to go just chill. Just went with my son and I, and
Yeah.
it was just to chill. But everybody that was in the hotel the time that I got there was all residents.
Hmm.
They were all residents, so it's like all residents of the country. So I guess they were there for the weekend,
Right.
right? So the first couple of days I was there, the hotel had a good amount of people, not like what I was used to, but a good
Right.
amount. And then it's like when Sunday came, everybody left.
Right.
Right. So then it was essentially me and my boy on the whole hotel for like the next couple of days. And then I guess more tourists came in
Came back.
during the week. But yeah, it was perfect. It was a good time. And then close to the end of my stay now, then I called in my cousin and called in my brother and called in my sister and all her kids, and I had them come and stay at the hotel with us for 2 days.
Nice.
So you know, like instead of me traveling around the country to go see
Just
everybody,
told everybody to reach. Everybody reach.
just reach here,
Yeah.
man. And
Yeah.
it was a fantastic time, man. Everybody enjoyed themselves. They never experienced anything like that before. And
Mm.
that even in that, like, you know, like that felt good. You don't even realize,
Hmm.
you know, this so like because every time I go to Jamaica, I go to a hotel,
All right.
even if it's for a day or two,
Mm.
right? And I remember my nephew was like, "Yo, uncle, I've never been in a place like this before." And I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? And like it was
Mm.
a big deal to him, and I felt super good about that, not knowing that that's kind of what I
It
was
was
doing for
fun.
people. You know, I just wanted
Yeah.
people to come hang out with me. I didn't really realize that I was actually
Mm.
offering them an experience.
Mm. Wait, you go to Jamaica for a day or two, yo?
No, 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 no. I'll stay in a hotel
No,
for a
that's
day or
right.
two, but then I'll go to the country
No, he
next
went to
trip.
Jamaica. You said he went to goes to Jamaica for a day or two, yo. Y'all heard that. Y'all heard that, man. All right.
Imagine that. My life never panned out like that. My life
This
was
guy
on that
going
trajectory, but it never panned out like that.
this guy going to the beach for a cookout with some fresh fish, and then he's back on the red eye. You gotta work in the morning.
Yeah, man. If I stayed on the music trajectory, I could have probably had that life. But
Mm. You never know. Well, you should call it a comeback, yo.
call it no comeback. Call it certified
Mm.
old boy.
Yeah, man. Feeling young, but they treat me like an OG. Something like that. That's the line. Some shit like that. Right? Trizzy. Trizzy. Trizzy.
Horatio.
Right? That's a lyric,
Trudeau.
man. No. Sometimes, yeah, but that's what I like about some certain artists is like after you have to listen to it, then you just have to listen to it. And sometimes when you're not listening to it, you're like, wait, what? Wait, what? Because that
Mm-hmm.
whole ratio, that was sick, man. Like I'm David Caruso.
Oh, holy! I missed that. That's the
Right?
actor's real name,
Yeah, man.
and he's Horatio.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's talking about his whole ratio. Oh, you missed that part? I was
oh.
telling you about that part the whole time. So you only
You
heard the
told me
first part.
yes, but I wasn't even actually registering that the actor's real name is David Caruso.
Yeah, man.
Mm,
Yeah, man. People,
mm,
yeah, put those levels, layers.
mm,
Yo,
mm-mm.
that whole song is just tough. Like I said, people don't even know by the title, right? People don't even know by the title what that means. 7 a.m. on the bridle path. Yo, you gotta listen to that song, man. That song just, he's just, pure lyrics in that song, yo.
Yes, yes.
Right?
What was it? What's the name of your theme song?
My theme song?
Your Sunday theme song for the hair show?
Oh, lonely.
Lonely baby.
Baby and Wheezy. Wheezy F baby. Still lit, yo.
Wheezy F baby.
That's how the song just starts.
That's a vibe.
Song starts tough, yo.
The baby, you know what? The baby is good though, you know. I remember initially.
I'm learning that.
Initially, I was thinking baby's just a vibe, right? But then I started hearing him on a couple of tracks where I'm like, no, his lyrics are fire. Like his lyrics are,
and he's just,
and the way he rolls into his like he just rolls into his punches, you know. Like, like, and if you're not listening, you're not realizing like, yo, this guy is spitting. And that's the thing with a lot of artists
sometimes
nowadays.
hard too, man. Sometimes hard too. Like just hard. And he makes it. So he does make it sound a little bit effortless.
Yeah, that's the thing. It sounds effortless, so you disregard it as for how good it actually is, because you're just listening to the him being an instrument as opposed to him being
the instrument.
Yeah, like him emancipating lyrics. You're just like, because you hear the you just think like it's instrument on the beat.
Yeah.
But when you start listening, you're like, yo, this guy's power packed, man. He
comes tough, man.
And his videos are kind of like funny. They're like,
I don't even watch videos anymore, to be honest. Really, I don't see videos. You watch videos still?
Yeah, for sure.
Like back in the day?
Well, I'm on YouTube. I don't watch TV, right? So, like most of my music that I hear is from videos.
Okay, layers. Okay, I understand now. I don't. Every couple videos, man. Like maybe, I don't know. Like if Drake comes out with a video, I've seen that video. Maybe I don't know.
I just seen that one today.
Which one?
The
Too Sexy.
Too Sexy, yeah.
It's a good video, just from it's art. Some people might not like it, but like production, like when you think about it, when you put it all together and realize the concept and music and because he goes for it too, I guess, right? You know, I mean, he's an actor.
The guy that everybody talks about, Kendrick. Like people really, really rate this guy, and I've never gotten into Kendrick like that.
I haven't gotten into Kendrick like that, to be honest. Like I get it. I understand, but I'm not into Kendrick like that either. Like I can't rhyme off a bunch of Kendrick songs or lyrics or stuff like that. Right? Blue Jays win. Go Blue Jays.
Blue Jays hit it again.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I can't. Couple Kendrick Lamar songs here and there. He's a good vibe, but I'm not all up in it. Like some people are.
I was talking to Marlon Brown the other day. He had come by the shop. You know Marlon, right?
Yeah.
And he was telling me that To Pimp a Butterfly is
best album of all time.
Yeah,
like by far, hands down. Blah,
yes,
blah, blah.
but
People like that.
Yes, he's like by far, hands down, sonically, experimentally, like he's like this album is a masterpiece. And I respect him. I respect him a lot. You know, I respect Marlon, and like I have to take your word for it.
But it's just like Killers,
right?
Maybe, right? Because I like when I was talking to you about the Killers, you're just like, You're probably just like fucking rock band, fucking best thing you fucking ever. You're telling me you like that. Like I could just see it as I'm talking to you about it. And then I was like, yo, watch this. And then you're like, yo, this is awesome.
Yeah, The Killers was awesome, man. That show at Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
It was in London.
London, yo.
Yeah, that show was a dope ass show. It dope ass group. It was. Yeah, that was a awesome exhibition
killer.
of musical greatness.
Right?
Performative greatness. It was
everything. Everything. Right?
Yeah.
The package. Yo, those guys are lit. I'm happy. Like I'm actually number one. I'm happy that you just took the time to. Shit! I'm happy that you took the time to watch it in the first place. And then I'm happy that you enjoyed it. Like that was the best message to get. I think I told you that already. That was the best message to get. Just this was awesome.
Yeah.
And then whoever. That's good. I like that. But anyways, yeah. To that point, some people Kendrick Lamar is that shit, right? But I also find he's probably like a Tribe Called Quest type of guy too, right? Maybe.
Marlon.
Yeah.
I would assume so. Yeah. Like
maybe
a Q-tip type of guy, like
Common. Right. Those guys like Kendrick Lamar, tough. I think.
Right. I hear. I mean,
not now you think about it.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
If you like Tribe Called Quest, you probably I think you might like Kendrick Lamar. Not everybody, but if we surveyed the people, right? Maybe not a lot of Tupac people would like Kendrick Lamar. You're right. You understand what I mean?
No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
All right.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, not a lot of juvenile people would like Kendrick Lamar like that.
You ever heard? No, I'm not. That was a stupid question. You like the Ha remix?
Yeah.
Right. See, you see how quickly I corrected myself? I was like, sorry. Okay. Have you heard? Like, do you like it? That's good. I haven't used that yet. Yo, they opened up more Jay-Z songs on Instagram. I'm in heaven right now.
Yeah.
Heaven. Because Jay-Z controls his shit.
Oh, okay.
Very much so, right? Like there's certain places you can't get certain Jay-Z songs. Just like, I want to play a Jay-Z song. And he's like, nah, you got to listen to it over here. Right? So Instagram, I wouldn't, as I'm posting, I'm like trying to look for Jay-Z songs. Like, I can't use this song. I can't find this song. I can't find this song. And like a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, yo, where'd this song come from? Yo, this song. Yo. So it was like, I'm wide open now. I'm like, fucking last 10 are probably Jay-Z songs.
Okay. Yeah. So through my my business account with the Couture Life, what's available to me for music is totally different than what's available to me for my personal page. Yeah.
Right. I'm learning there's differences now. I think I'm learning those kind of differences are there because it's just tracked differently, and it's in the different stream where shit matters, right?
Okay.
Right. You understand? Because because personal, who the fuck cares? There's no monetization necessarily. There's just regular monetization. Once you get into the business portion, everything's got to be all the checks and balances and this, that, and the other thing, right? Because Couture J probably doesn't have any problem, right? My personal, I had no problem. What are you saying? There's what now?
No, there's some weirdness. I guess I don't know. Maybe Instagram doing something new, but I can't share it to my story like I once could. So, for instance, if I want to share it to my story, I could press a triangle. You experience that as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
My
so now
there's a difference between. So for me, pizza in the break room
yeah.
and Tia Hot Shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I see the difference. So where you probably see the difference, Couture J and
No,
Couture Life.
no, none of mine. There's no
Mm.
account that I have now that I can press the triangle and it goes to my story,
Yeah,
right?
pizza in the break room can.
But pizza in the break room can. Yes,
Yeah. Mm.
yes, yes. Okay, so you had that with the other one. You
Yeah. The other way I have to do the go into like the story reshare.
okay? I see. I actually just figured out how to do that last night.
And people see that's another thing. People were hating on that. I'm like, I love that. I like it. I like that change.
Why? Tell me.
Uh it almost forces you to be a little bit more creative, I think.
Mm,
Right? Because at first, because before it's just triangle, click it, boom,
right,
it's right
right,
there.
right.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
So now you're already in GIF. Was it GIF or GIF? Whatever. I say GIF all the time. Anyway, GIF. You're on that page already.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag at people. So then you hit reshare, but then you're still there, right? And then now I'll like even okay, shit, I'll move it to the right, I'll move it to the left. Like I just for some reason I'm more. If you look at my stories now, you'll see that even if I do, maybe I'll top right, bottom left. All right, now I'm
Oh,
going
so
to
you're saying
add.
you could position
You're,
we're positioning it now,
you always could.
but now you have to
Because,
position it.
no, I mean you're in that. I just feel like I'm there in that
No,
where if I was
I hear
making
what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
right,
So initially before you press a triangle and it pops up and it's full and ready to go to go.
go, yeah.
But now it's smaller.
There,
You got to position it.
there's
Like
just nothing else there, right? It's just I don't
no.
know. It's
So,
just
so
yeah,
now
it's
yeah.
small. It is smaller, yeah,
So then you gotta like if you want it bigger, then you gotta be actively like
yeah.
purposefully
Creating. No,
creating.
it's
Yeah.
forcing you to. It's forcing you to create.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think for me, it forced me to create, and that because at first everybody
Okay.
was like, "This is bullshit," and I'm
I didn't
like,
even know how to access the shit before.
"Yeah, yeah, yeah."
I didn't
Well,
even know
because
how
I'm
to
always,
access this shit before. So now I'm like, what the? But I figured it out last night.
yeah, I feel like I'm always hitting the story, so that was something that was different for me. But yeah, no, I like it. No, it just like I said, it just forces me to be a little bit do something different to me. Maybe some people still don't like it, but whatever. I ain't
Mm.
worried about them. I ain't worried about that.
So how was your haircut received when you got home?
My daughter, she loved it, man.
Yeah.
She gave me well, I don't know. For some reason, she knew I was going to get my hair cut, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do me and Fitz gonna do a show. We're gonna make a thing out of it or whatever." She's like, "Oh yeah," and then when I cut it, she's like, "I didn't think you're gonna do that." And I was like, "Well, what do you think I was gonna do?" Oh, I don't know you're gonna cut it like that. I was like, well, I couldn't like, I don't know. I don't know what she must have thought, but she liked it, so that was good. That was received all right, I guess, for the most part. I don't know.
What a cute thing.
He messaged me because he's not home right now, right? He's at
Mhm.
school. He messaged me like that. That was all right. All right. And there's just, I hear it makes me look younger, I guess. Took some
Mhm.
years off. I hear. Took some years off. I hear.
You look like a troublemaker now, man.
Nah, man. Upstanding citizen.
Yeah, you look like the type of citizens always upstanding.
All right. Upstanding citizen, man. Upstanding citizen, man. Right? With my Tupac on.
Hmm.
No, but it was nice. Like I like it. Makes me feel a little bit. Like I said, it makes me feel fresh. It does. It just feels like that was the COVID hair. It's gone.
Mhm.
COVID hair.
Mhm. 2 years
So
of history, 2 years of memories, 2 years of experience,
2 years of experience. Exactly.
2 years of
Exactly.
experience.
Yeah. Right.
Mhm.
It's true, man. I should have put it in a bag, yo. Probably like Something. But yeah, it was cool. The whole it was it was a nice day in general, I guess, as well, right? So it was I
You play
thought.
you play pro line?
No.
No.
You?
No. P-Man plays pro line? Or he does one of the online things, I feel like I
I'm
seen
not
him
sure.
post something
Probably both.
like a bunch of results, like as if he won money or something.
Probably both, I think. Why? Why do you ask?
No, because I was just wondering if you gamble on football.
Yes, I do. You?
No, no, I don't know football, man. I don't know football. All I
Mm,
know is Josh Allen.
that's the only thing to know, though. It's a very good thing to know. There's
All I
nothing
know
wrong
is
to know that.
all I know is Josh Allen.
All right?
And Lamar Jackson beat what's the name the other night?
Patrick Mahomes,
How did
Kansas
he
City.
how did you watch that game at all?
I watched the end, actually.
How did how
So it
how,
was,
how did it turn out? Because I remember I was trying to watch a little bit of it. I don't watch football
yeah.
at all, right? And I know that
Mm,
when I was watching it going back and forth, it was like
mm,
14-7 for Kansas.
mm. I just saw
And
the end, man. Yeah, but the thing is, Baltimore's not, it's not like they're not a good team.
right.
Like they make it to the playoffs. Lamar Jackson was an
MVP,
MVP,
right, right.
right? I don't know. So it's not, I mean, week, week two, it's
Mm-hmm.
regular season. He played good. He took over the game kind of at the end as well, right? So I don't know. You can only be so good for so long where you're just like totally awesome and you're beating everybody by 20 points every game,
Mm-hmm.
like nonstop every game, maybe, I guess. So I don't know. They beat him. It was a good game. Right? Kansas City did some things they don't usually do. They fumbled in an important situation, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay. So the Ravens, they're what? 1-1. They're 2-0.
I think they're 1-1 now.
1-1.
I think, me and memory, man. That sounds about right.
1-1.
Bills
Your boys are 1-1.
1-1.
P's
They
boys are
came
one
back.
and one now, right?
Oh, they're done. They're done though.
They're done.
Don't let him fool you. So since you don't know football too tough, right?
Yeah.
When he's talking to you about his team right now,
Yeah.
you can just be like, "Yo, no." That's what you can. That's all you can give him. A couple years ago and 4 years before that, sure, man, bring it on, talk it up, all that good stuff. Even beat me last week, right?
Yeah.
All right, good game. But when he's talking to you, trying to preach his team now to you, just be like, nah. Ask him about now. Ask him about 1990 now. He's not gonna feel. The first thing he's gonna do, like he's gonna look at, right? Look at that, right? You know that you know exactly that, right? Right? I hit that one? I think that was it. You know exactly what I'm talking about right there. You saw it, right? That you felt that, right? You felt that. You felt that. I know you, right? All right. You know what time it is? It's time for a commercial break.
All right. All right.
You got some good stuff in you, or you want both going on commercial break? I know I'm on commercial break.
All right. Okay. This week on Pizza in the Break Room, sponsored this week by Apothic Red, a California red. Have you ever had a California red? Have you been to California? Do you even know what red is, bro? Now imagine you going to California and getting red. The results are a nice, crisp, sweet wine. Good for entertaining. Great for baking. Apothic red. The type of bottle you cannot ignore. Winemaker's blend. Ah, that's what it is. Mocha and vanilla. I knew there was two things in it that I didn't like.
You don't like mocha or vanilla? Actually, I guess I don't like either. Tough. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right. I guess.
Vanilla. I like vanilla chai.
Chai. See, I don't like vanilla chai. I don't think. You like vanilla yogurt? You eat yogurt? Vanilla yogurt?
Um,
What kind of ice cream? Like if you're just at like at the ice cream truck, not like fucking 72 fucking flavor store nowadays. If you're at the ice cream truck, what kind of ice cream you getting, yo?
Pre-vegan. It's chocolate. I'm a chocolate guy.
Pre-vegan, you're a chocolate. So wait, what do you mean pre-vegan? You can't eat chocolate? Why can't you eat chocolate now?
I can eat chocolate, but you asked me about an ice
No
cream
way,
truck.
no.
You asked me about an ice cream truck.
So what? So was that dairy? What's the problem?
Yeah, dairy, right. You asked me about an ice cream truck. Now, if you're talking about if I'm getting ice cream at my house, yeah, then I'll buy me some chocolate ice cream. I'll buy me some non-dairy chocolate ice cream. But you said at an ice cream truck, any ice cream truck that's serving vegan chocolate ice cream is going to be the richest chocolate truck, ice cream truck in the business. Matter of fact, let's get into business next summer.
All right.
Vegan.
We're doing a truck?
Vegan ice cream
Vegan
truck. Holy smokes.
Where are we dropping that? Where are we going to put it?
How's the Hammer? No, the Hammer sounds like a meat place.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we can go and send the pundits out to dispel this.
Yeah.
But I really think it's Hamilton that like started the food truck industry, like really, really, really around here.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Yeah. Hamilton has a lot of food trucks that like when I was going to food truck stuff here, and then I would start hearing about it in Toronto. And you know, for me to say that, all right, for me to say that, that's the, you know, I told you I give Hamilton a couple of check marks for a few things like the waterfalls and shit like that, snow removal, stuff like that. Right? They have better snow removal than Toronto as well.
Oh, word.
Word, yo, they're on point.
Oh yeah,
they're on point, especially because there's the mountain, right?
Oh, okay.
So they got to keep that shit clean. You can't be going up and down an icy mountain, right, or icy escarpment, right? And something about the transit record is like money in the bank, yo. Something about that, like transit's always on point during the snow, like it doesn't shut down for shit. Now there's like something like that. But yeah, they clean them streets, bro. They clean them streets when it's snowing out there.
Okay, so what you're saying in regards to the food trucks, you're saying that they were they were a thing before Toronto in regards to that.
Before it was a thing.
I feel like I remember hearing you talk about food trucks.
Long time.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, I feel like hearing you talk about that before.
I don't know where I was talking about it, but I'm talking about it now. Yeah, man, they were licking off food trucks. A lot of food trucks, man. Even what's it? Gorilla Cheese was on there. He was on the whatchamacallit. What do you call it? The Dragon's Den. Dragon's Den, right?
Who is it?
Dragon's Den. Gorilla Cheese. It was like one of the original gangster food trucks around here.
Yeah.
It was grilled cheese sandwiches, but it was
Yeah.
called Gorilla Cheese, and then Gorilla Cheese food truck. Yeah, man. Yo, they were tough, yo.
Grilled
Oh,
cheese, a
lots of,
grilled cheese food truck,
yeah,
and it's a thing.
yeah.
I remember there's a time I'm like, yo, P man, come let's get some money and put together and let's make a grilled cheese restaurant. And he's
Oh,
like, nobody eats grilled cheese. I'm like, bro, everybody loves grilled cheese. He goes, nobody is gonna eat grilled cheese. Nobody's gonna leave their house to come get grilled cheese. I said, bro, are you crazy? You know how good grilled cheese is, man.
hmm
A grilled cheese restaurant, like specifically for grilled cheese. Come on, that would be a hit. And now you're telling me about grilled cheese. I'm like, I know I
Yo,
wasn't crazy.
no, the food trucks, yo, lots of food trucks. Johnny Blonde is Johnny Blonde, old school,
What do they
right?
specialize in?
Just a good fare. Not the right word for it? Fare? Like, uh, what's that? What's that thing called? Oh, see me in memory again. Just good, nice, wholesome food.
So that's
Food.
what? Burgers, fries. What is it?
You can get a burger, but you can also get like a nice little mash. You can get vegan food there. You can get a vegan dish, you can get a vegan.
Blondes, Johnny Blondes.
Yeah. Oh, what's it called? Oh, I feel horrible, man. So I can't. I feel horrible. I can't remember what it. There's a signature dish. Honey, well, it comes up pretty quick. That's good. I'll tell you the dish that I was thinking about. Oh shit. A peachy blonde sandwich. Fenwood Farms roasted chicken breast with brie, peach chutney, basil aioli, lettuce, and sprouts served on house-made brioche bun. 100% locally sourced.
Mm.
You know,
That sounds like a good time.
right? You know what I mean? It does contains eggs and gluten, but I'm pretty sure they got some stuff. Like
It
they got
does
some stuff like
for the brioche bun
so.
because the brioche bun definitely will contain egg to make it, and then they probably have egg wash on it.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like
I'm
a good
sure.
time.
But you know what I mean, right? That kind of place. Nice local foods. Like their butter tarts are amazing. What's this? That's a veggie burger. House-made vegan burger. And they put burger in quotation marks just so you know it because it's saying it's a
Mm-hmm.
burger. And they ain't trying to front, right? So
They ain't trying to act
house-made,
like.
right? Like nothing. So house-made vegan burger made with roasted eggplant, mushrooms, caramelized onion, roasted garlic, black bean, and chickpea flour, topped with lettuce, tomato, red onion, cucumber, sprouts, roasted garlic, dill aioli, and house-made hot sauce. Optional. Served on Johnny's brioche bun. So whenever you roll up here, we'll go by Johnny Blunt.
Are these guys open during the winter as well? These
Yeah.
food, yeah.
Well, they have a storefront now.
Okay.
It's a it's a good family friend. Uh, it's a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they started with a food truck, and now they have the storefront. So whenever you come up, we'll go to Johnny Blonde, and you can have the best. It's called the best veggie burger, and that's the best veggie burger right there.
Mm.
That sounded good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounded
Mm-hmm.
right. Sounded right. And they probably have the separate burger, just automatic, for all the the non. That's I just feel that in the back that that's what they would have. They would have and that would probably be the extra clean one too from them.
Hmm.
You know, they're good, man. They're good around. That's what's happened a lot around here with the food trucks as well. There's a lot of storefronts now so they leveraged it.
You think that's because companies have shut down due to the pandemic, and other places have just seized the opportunity to open up?
No, these guys were definitely there before the pandemic.
Okay.
I mean, maybe for some other folks, I guess, but these guys were definitely there before the pandemic. Like these guys are established. They've been like their food truck's been around. Like I said, their food truck's been around for a hot second. Like if I looked up how long they've been around, it's probably been a long time now. So that is something that they're good at. Or Hamilton
so
is
when
good
they
at.
do the food truck, are they still operational during the winter, or they just the storefront?
I think they just storefront. I think it's just storefront in the
And what's the
winter.
food truck doing? Is the food truck doing festivals, or is the food truck like?
Yeah, so they do festivals, they do weddings, they do corporate stuff, right? Stuff like that. And then I would assume that, or maybe they're too busy to do that, but I don't know. I assume maybe every now and then they just pull up, pull up, pull up, right? But yeah, any sort of festivals or this, that, the other thing is where they run around. And or maybe it's just because Hamilton's a little bit smaller, so then you kind of know like that community as well, right? Like I know a couple of the food truck people. So it's cool. It's all right. It's interesting. It's more authentic. Hamilton's good for that, like that. Like the mom and pop shit.
Yeah. So like how you said that food trucks were a thing before. I'm wondering if it was easier to get a license.
Something like that. Something like that. At that time.
Easy to
Something
get.
like
Yeah.
that.
Did you guys ever consider food truck?
Consider, yeah.
You guys considered it?
It was considered. It never happened. Womp womp. When's basketball start, yo? What? Yo, it's October almost.
Yeah, it is almost October, isn't it?
Like just around the corner? Basketball starts.
I gotta get my end of the month finances in order. Jeez.
Yeah, like a week and a little bit.
Jeez.
A week and a touch. But fucking we all.
What's up with Ben Simmons though? Is he going anywhere? Like, or is he
He's
gonna
not
end up?
going.
Or is he gonna end up playing in Philly?
Like, is he going anywhere? Like in his career? Is he going anywhere? Destination? You got to clarify your question here, brother.
Wait, there was someone I was thinking of today that I'm like, are they still in the league?
Who's that? Bruno?
Yep. Bruno. No.
No, not Bruno.
Who was it I was thinking of today?
Who were you thinking of today? Was it a Raptor?
No, I can't remember. It'll come to me.
Sacramento. You know, did you see Chris Webber's Hall of Fame speech, yo?
I seen something about him talking to Charles Barkley.
Oh,
I didn't see the whole speech. No.
I didn't really care if you saw the speech or not. I was just wondering if you saw it going to that. Basketball Hall of Fame.
Web.
Well, you know what? It's also overall contribution to the game.
That's how you are in my phone. You're web.
Yeah. Overall contribution to the game. Like the Fab Five was one of the most iconic college basketball teams of all time. like all time ever,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
all time ever. They
Iconic.
didn't
Iconic
like
is
they
the
didn't
word.
win. They didn't not champion, not the best champions of all time. They're the most
Most
iconic
iconic. Yeah.
college basketball teams of all time. They changed the game completely, yo. Completely changed the game.
Iconic. That is the word for them. I mean, the Rebels were icons, but then Running Rebels were something
Different.
special, but then these guys were like iconic. Yeah, these guys are. Yeah, it was different. It was different.
Different.
It was
It's
different.
completely. I know exactly what I picked my words, man. Because you're gonna say, oh, they didn't win a chance. Oh, yeah, you're right. But no, nobody changed the game like those guys changed the game, yo. Fab Five. Fab Five. That was some different shit. That was some different shit. That changed the way people played basketball or dressed to play basketball or fucking just in general,
All
just
around the
everything.
board. All around the board.
Yeah.
Even probably the whole concept of the one and done was probably like built to like probably preface from that as well. You know what I mean?
It started. It's
Like
close, no?
like before. Okay, I don't watch college ball that much. As a matter of fact, I don't watch college ball really, but
College ball's wicked. I
I
don't watch
do
it
have an
anymore.
understanding. I do have an understanding that this was the first time 5 freshmen were starting.
Yeah.
And I feel like freshmen weren't given the keys to the Jeep like that. You know what I mean? And
Never.
I believe that this might have been the time that allowed moving forward. Let's give freshmen the keys.
Yo, that 5 was sick, yo, man. That 5 was sick. Iconic. Like, then that year, were you at MT that year where we wore just the straight, just the blue blank shirts, yo?
Blue blank shirts?
No, it was just we just bought plain blue Gildan shirts. No, nothing on it.
T-shirts?
Don't you? Yeah. So one year we did that because you remember Fab Five was like, yo, Chris Webber went to the store and saw his jersey and they're making no money off of that. But his jersey was at like, I don't know if it was Nike Town or wherever it was when he was telling the story, but it's in the storefront. And he can't afford that jersey. Right? And then they all got together and they're like, yo. So they just all wore plain blue shirts for warm-ups. Done. To protest. No, you can Fab Five, man. Black socks.
Black socks.
Black socks. Black socks, yo. Yo, Fab Five. And then Chris Webber. Well, you know what? You can hate on Chris Webber, man. You can't. Overall contribution to the game because he was the man on that team.
Yeah.
Go watch some Chris Webber.
That was an
Go watch some
exciting
Chris
time.
Webber. Go watch some Chris Webber highlights, man.
I know that was your guy. That was your man, 100 grand.
Yo, he's sick, yo. Especially at that time, because big men didn't do the stuff that he did at that time, really. Right? Big men didn't run the floor. Big men didn't face up. But then he would just dunk on people like crazy. He was a beast. Bad attitude. That team was sick, yo.
That was something special. That was something new to be seen for sure.
Yeah. It changed everything.
Chris Webber. So who did he get drafted to?
Washington? No. Golden State. No. Golden State. He was rookie of the year for Golden State.
Rookie for Golden State.
And then he went to Washington, right? And then he went to Sacramento. And then he got robbed.
Oh, in the playoffs?
The corruption. Everybody knows it's documented. It's in the courts, yo. It's in the courts. Because the fix was in. Fix was in, man. Go read your court documents, man.
Fix is always in, man.
No, not like that.
Fix is always in.
Yeah, but it's not documented in the courts.
What was that one?
I don't Google it, man. Google that. I don't know. I can't tell the story. I don't have enough information to tell you the story. It's Google. It's official. It's official. That's part of this overall contribution to basketball as well. He was wrecking the establishment, about to win a championship and beat Shaq and Kobe. And they had to stop it. Him and freaking White Chocolate were about to win the championship, yo.
White Chocolate. He's good.
He was sick too, yo. Yo, Sacramento was ill as well. Sacramento was ill, brother. And that's why they had to rob him. White Chocolate, Peja, and C Web, yo. Liddy.
Peja, Turkoglu.
Oh, the team was sick, yo.
Ball.
The ball, yo.
That's ball.
Yo. So it goes. Such is life. Such is life. And then you move on. Hall of Fame. Man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. That's all I know.
What's up with Clinton Portis?
Who?
Clinton Portis.
Why? I don't know. You tell me. What's up with him? Why do you ask?
He's supposed to be going to jail or something like that for some sort of fraud.
Really? I don't know.
Oh no. Okay.
I thought you told me you didn't watch football, yo.
I watch YouTube, bro. So I seen that Shannon Sharp had him interviewing him on his show.
Yeah.
On his podcast. And then I started seeing in the comments, people are like, isn't he supposed to be going to jail? So then I'm like, what's happening here? So then I did a little checky check, and I seen that something like he's supposed to be he was on trial, or he either got charged for some sort of fraud against the players union health association or something like that.
Shit. I don't know. I didn't hear none of that.
And then this morning I was trying to think of Clinton Portis. I'm like, who's Clinton Portis again? And I kind of knew who he was, but I was thinking that he was Super Slash. But then now, as I'm speaking to you, I realize that Clinton Portis is not Super Slash. Cordell Stewart is Super Slash.
You want to do Slash? Slash.
Huh?
Slash. See, I can tell that P-Man was telling you stories. His name wasn't Super Slash, yo.
It wasn't Super Slash?
It was a Slash.
That's all? You sure?
But every time P-Man told you to talk to you about
I never talked to P-Man about Cordell Stewart. No,
he talked to you about Cordell Stewart. You didn't talk to him about Cordell. He talked to you about Cordell Stewart years and years ago, I'm sure.
It's not Super Slash, huh? Just Slash?
Just Slash.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. P-Man hit you up with that. You've been watching too many games with him. You were just sitting there. You didn't know what you were taking in. You didn't know what you were taking in, but you were there watching Steelers games, and you just hear
is that Steelers?
He was, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
That's why you think his name is Super Slash. No, see?
Oh yes, no, he's a Steeler.
His name is just Slash, bro. His name is just that. All right, now you get it. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Just Slash, man.
Just that guy's the best, man. I can hear it. Right?
So obviously he predates Roethlisberger, right?
Yes. By a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Roethlisberger's been around for a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So even me talking about Super Slash, that's crazy. That's like
that's why though.
It's long. It's a long time.
You're just remembering bits and pieces of the story, and that's what you're just picking out. You just I heard Super. Super.
Clifton Portis. Okay, I'm not Clifton Portis now. I'm not Clifton Portis now.
My ass. That's crazy though. I don't understand. I don't understand, man. I don't understand how you get to that. But whatever, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's because I don't understand. It could be like a star NFL, but everybody has their own problems. It doesn't matter. It's just a job, right? It's a job. I have to remind myself of that sometimes. Doesn't make nobody special. Doesn't make anybody different. Everybody's got their own issues. Everybody, you go to work, you go home, you got some shit to deal with. But
yeah, everybody's got their lives.
Yeah,
to deal with. Everybody's got their childhood trauma that they've come up with and how that affects their decision-making skills.
Yeah.
Moving forward. Their demons. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's exempt from that shit, right? Right. And that's what some people, I guess the fans, like as a fan of at sometimes people forget too, right? It's like who knows like what just happened. Could be anything, you know. All right, something happened with your kid. Oh, you know, I gotta be at the game for I gotta be at the arena for 6 o'clock, guys. But your son or your daughter is in some sort of just sick, maybe just sick.
Yeah.
You know, just sick.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right?
Okay.
But yeah.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
He was great.
Like a great football player?
Yeah.
He was a pretty good football player.
Pretty good, or yeah?
He was dominant for a period of time. I think he's up there. Like, I guess, I don't know. Great, sure. I mean, yeah.
I mean, and then he beat his kid, and then it was a wrap.
Pretty much. He played a couple more years after that. What else is on your list, bro? Give me something on your list.
What else? What you got on yours?
I don't have anything on my list, yo.
I'm just mad that I can't remember who I was thinking about in basketball so while ago.
Well, it's because is it because you're getting older? Is that I'm not asking like, you know, because you're getting older. I'm asking, is it because I find some things, right? Aren't you a little bit slower?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I recognize that with myself.
Right?
I recognize that with myself.
I think I'm not as slow as other people, but I'm a little bit slower, right?
Than you're used to.
Yeah.
Then you're used to knowing yourself to be.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to jump from that high. No, I'm not. The things that just might be simple and easy for you, I'm going to hop over this, or I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk around. You know what? I'm going to walk around. Or you're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're still hopping the fence.
No, did you see me try and get up on that little escarpment the other day?
Yeah. But
you push myself up, and I was like, ooh. I almost hurt myself. I almost injured myself. I was like, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, I could see how that might have been a little bit tough. You could have underestimated that situation a little bit. But
I might have.
That house though, yo. The guy in the backyard?
Yeah.
Yo. That backyard was lit, bro.
Oh, lit. And this man just pumping tunes, just chilling. He's like, I wonder if inside the house it was a house full of kids, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just chilling," or if that house was just him.
No, there's somebody in that house.
It had to be, right? There's too much house for nobody to be in there.
His mom and his dad are in that house, yo. I don't care if that guy was 30. His mom and dad are in that house, yo.
Yeah, that was.
That's not his house, yo. Not there. That house looked pretty expensive, man. Like even compared to where it was, it would look like it was just crazy in
Mm-hmm.
comparison to what was around it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to throw a party on the back of that thing there, man. Below the rocks,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Below the rocks.
I'm gonna throw a party below the rocks. So you can
Not,
do the fucking unvaccinated people fucking below the fucking rocks and the fucking vaccinated up top,
vaxxed
man.
by the pool,
Yeah.
unvaxxed by the field.
Yeah. With the pond.
It's
You
still
guys
gonna be
can
a
play
good
by the
time.
right.
It's still gonna be a good time. Vax or unvax, it's still
Oh,
gonna be a good time.
jeez, bro.
What a
Shit.
what a place.
That look nice. That look nice. So it goes. So it goes.
Man. Yeah, I didn't expect to see all that through that walk.
I find that if you walk enough, right? And different, you just gotta, sometimes you just gotta go and be somewhere and see what happens as you're going through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, you're right. No way I even expected, there was a little network in there, kind of,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It wasn't just like a path, it was like a network. A
And
network.
and even if we continue straight where like when we
Mm-hmm.
stop to take the pictures, but heck, we continue straight, I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
there's more to be seen, you know?
Mm-hmm. Gotta do that shit more often, I think.
I'm trying to imagine where that would bring us out to. That was dope.
Well, we didn't even know where we were when we were there.
That was dope. Even like when we walked in the Hammer that day, that was dope.
Yeah, I mean, Hammer's notorious for that stuff, man. Doing a hair walk.
Was that this year or was that last year?
Last year. Last year? Last year.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that was last year. Yeah, for sure. Like 100%. 100%? 98%.
Hmm.
100%.
I'll tell you.
100% last year.
I'll tell you.
That was early out.
Early last year.
I mean, early COVID.
I'll tell you.
I'm saying early COVID, I'm gonna say. We'll see what the crowd gives me as leeway on early COVID. You can do it.
June 1st.
2020.
June 1st, 2020.
That's early COVID, right?
That's early COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like when people are just like coming out of their house for the first time. Like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm going outside.
Yeah. Fuck this.
Fuck
Fuck
this.
this.
Oh, yes, I'm going outside.
Yeah.
I
That's a
haven't
good
seen
guess,
Bob in a
man.
long time. How's Bob?
Bob's good. Bob's always good.
Yeah,
Bob's always good.
I like Bob energy.
Bob's a Bob's a whisper in your ear. Todd telling stories to you at like in the club energy. Like, that's all I hear. Yo bet it, yo bet it. That's all I hear from you. Yes, Bob. Get off my ear, Bob.
His kids must
It's
be
like
big now. Time. Yo, 2 years is crazy. Every
that's the other
day,
thing too.
every day I see some new kid, like kids that I know coming in, and I'm like, just look at you, man. 2 years
Yeah,
has
yeah.
done a lot,
Especially
man.
especially at that age, right? Especially for kids.
Mm-hmm.
For I mean, for us, I guess, right? But for kids, it's like a big thing. Like you're like think about like an 11-year-old to a 13-year-old kind of,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a that's a jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's a jump. 14 to 16. You're going from like 5'6" to 6'3"
Mm-hmm.
next time you see him with a beard.
Mm-hmm. Like Lil
Yeah,
Fitz is like about my size now.
right? They upgraded their haircut. There are no more child haircuts, right? You gotta give the parent then, hey, 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 see the sign? See the sign? See the, right? See the sign? That's not the price of the haircut anymore.
No, I got everybody at the same price now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Flat rate?
Flat
Haircut?
rate. Everybody's the same price now.
Haircut?
Yeah, no, it's just a haircut. Haircut. Because
It's a big
it just
makes
allows
sense.
for a comfortability with dealing with everybody. You know what I mean? It's like I deal with everybody the same. You know what
a little bit yeah. You deal with everybody the same, but it really is a little bit less here, a little bit more there, but it all balances out in the end, I
well,
guess, right?
yeah.
For sure, I think, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But the thing with, like, for instance, with children are getting the same work that adults are getting, but they're harder to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're getting the exact same craftsmanship that adults are getting, but for the most part, they're hard to deal with. And it just leaves me to be able to feel inside as I'm working, to be treating everybody the same. No resentment, no.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there could be a day where, like, for instance, say I'm filled with a bunch of youth haircuts. It sits different during the day. You know what I mean? Like, it sits different.
There's a lot to it. There's a different energy.
There's an energy, you know, like there's that, you know, like you're thinking about your future now. You know, like, ooh.
Yeah. And the same thing then, isn't it? Is like the 15, 16-year-old tough dude. And now there's like, yo, do this. Yo, I want this. Yo, do this. Is there
No, they're
not really?
no, it's
No?
all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Not in like in a bad way, just
No. I hear what you're saying, but it's cool.
it all evens out.
Like the toughest thing actually is really just like kids, right? And some barbershops, they will not take kids. Like, they won't take them. And to me, that was like how could people say no, they're not cutting kids? But some people are like, nah, not in my shop.
And this is what, like kids, when you say kids, what are you talking? What are you
under
talking?
10?
Under 10?
Yeah.
We can they're dodging.
And they're crying and stuff, you know, like some barbershops, like, they don't take them. Like, even like I talked to a guy one time, he's like, I don't cut kids. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because I cut a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Like when I first started hearing that people don't cut kids, I'm like, how's that possible? And I understood why too, because, you know, they charge kids cheaper than they charge adults, right? So I know a lot of guys are like, I'm not wasting my time cutting at this price when I could be cutting at this price, you know? But to me, like,
they should also charge them more.
Everybody had to get it, you know what I mean? Everybody had to get cut. Like, I could not cut kids. But then after the pandemic, like, I realized, like, there's a lot of loss, there's a lot of sacrifice, and a lot going into getting the shop going again. And then I realized, like, a haircut now is just a haircut. You know what I mean? Like I can't differentiate between kids and, if you're the time, I'm basically charging for that slot, the time slot now.
Regardless, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not charging for the haircut now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I'm charging for the time slot.
Yeah. Time slot's more on you than anything else than them. It's a different dynamic, I guess. Different dynamic. But, you know, still going. That's what matters.
For now, we'll
Right.
see. We'll see what new mandates bring. We'll see what new mandates bring. We'll see what kind of excitement this world is trying to push us towards, you know?
Try to bring, right? I mean, it's yeah, like I can't, like, and that's the thing too, right? And there was a post, I should have saved it or sent it to you. It was just like, if you like this, you're against this, right? It's just, kind of back to the whole, like, it doesn't, you can be in favor of something and not necessarily be against something else,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the world is just weird right now in that type of shit. Like everything, like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you wish it wasn't, but then me saying I wish it wasn't, and there's people that say, well, you have to be because, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it's just a fucked up world, man. Everybody just don't worry, be fucking happy.
Ideally.
Ideally, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
ideally, but I appreciate the dynamic that everybody sees because it's again their own dynamic, right? Some people you could say, some people say to me, I'm oblivious. Some people say to me, I have conviction. Somebody to me, oh, you're open-minded. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's too much labels, I guess, as well, right? I don't know. Like it just goes back to like me and you again. Just um, we followed the rules this weekend, right? Right. Even coming in and getting my hair did, right? All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just like, all right. This is. I'm coming to his store, and in order for his shop to run properly, I have to make sure that I do this, that, and the other thing, and everything's proper and all that. Like I have to have that respect for that part too. It's the same thing when I say I can't. You can't go to fucking Walmart not expect to put your mask on,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah. So then I can't expect to go anywhere and have any preferential treatment or whatever. I have to go in also knowing that, all right, these are the rules because you have a shop and you're a business and have to abide by this. So I'm going to do that regardless of the same way that you have to work that line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of your own feelings versus the way that you have to also tote that line.
I want to see what kind of like what conversations look like. I want to see what conversations look like next week. So, for instance, next week Tuesday
Yeah.
when we reconvene, because you'll have gone through a whole new experience, right? Because new mandates have been put in place, and we'll see what things look like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a new experience now and new questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
extra
Yeah.
questions. So
Extra questions.
we'll see what that looks like. You've already started to kind of get a feel that things are a little different. Things are not how they're used to.
You feel the gravity of it.
Yes. Yes. So
Mm.
next week is a new conversation now. And next week is like, okay, so with the new gravity, what does that feel like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how does that how does that affect? Am I buying less rounds?
No, definitely be buying less but that's the thing. Definitely buying less rounds, but also being like, for the first time ever, I wish I could buy some more rounds.
Mm, right,
Right?
right, right.
Then we're like, guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, but it's all an adjustment. But again, that doesn't mean that just means in these settings as well, right? So does that force us to make sure that we're in other settings? And I know winter's coming, so it's going to be tough and shit like that, right? Winter is coming. There's this thing. Oh shit! See what I did there? So yeah, that's where it is what it is from any other perspective, right? Just that's what we should have done last year, though. Now that winter is coming, I say that winter is coming. We should just lock it down during the winter. We tried to open up in the winter. We should just stopped in the winter. We could have done that. I remember when it was cold and everybody was just like, it was blizzard time. Everybody could have, but everybody wanted to open it up
They,
in
they
the
know what
winter.
they know what they're doing, bro. They're not
Yeah,
locking
I
this
know,
shit
I
down.
know. No, I know.
They need to sell product, man. They need to sell product.
No, I know, I know, I know, I know.
They need to
That's how the
sell
world, but
product.
that's how the world works.
Mhm.
And we must
I mean,
consume product.
this whole thing could have been, yeah, they probably could have been eradicated a long time ago, but product has to sell. So you have to act like you're doing something, but
But yeah, I don't shit. I don't know. You gotta
because even like was it yesterday or 2 days ago, the FDA, they had like, if you look on YouTube, they had like an 8 hour like summit, right? And at the end of the whole 8 hour thing, it was like a vote about the boosters. I'm not too sure if you seen information on that.
When they voted down the boosters.
Yeah.
Mm.
They voted on the boosters 18-2. For yeah. And you know, and it's so funny that it comes at a time where the companies are able to start advertising their names now. They're able to start advertising the names of their products now, whereas before they couldn't advertise it. But I guess because it was an experimental stage, and now I think now that it's got full approval, right, or they got the go ahead, now they can start advertising the names of their products. So that's why, I don't know if you heard, like, you know, like Commonality and
Something like that.
Spikevax and Vaxaviria, right? That,
you know, whatever it is. Yeah.
So now they can start like labeling them and start advertising them, whereas before they just had to call in the name of the company. But it's so funny that at the time now, so boom, yesterday they're able to start advertising the product, and then the next day FDA is like voting against them allowing to have a booster. This all is so like.
Is that different? Is that any different though than any other, like? So first of all, from a straight process, you gotta go through. You gotta get your approvals, and then you can call it whatever you want because that's your shit. Number one, I think that's normal, right? And then from the second part of it now, is that part normal? Like from the whole, because I think that's normal too. All right, they got to this stage, so now we're gonna hammer them at the next stage. So whatever the next step
Make it
is,
more
now
difficult,
it's
yeah.
right. Not to say that it's right or wrong, but isn't that normal from any other drug, from any other, because this is how it works. The problem, I think what the problem is now, maybe a little bit, is I guess we can't deny that COVID's some shit. Right? Like COVID is some shit. The problem is because it was some shit that everybody now is trying to like, okay, now is the time to, you know, for countries and the warlords in the background here's our chance. They're saying here's our chance because COVID, because people are actually dying a little bit, whether you think you need the vaccine or you don't need the vaccine. Just some people are getting fucked up from fucking COVID, right? You know what I mean? Like health wise, there's an impact in some way, shape, or form, whether you believe it's all COVID or because they had existing this or I just, you can't deny that there's something to the medical portion. To what extent, whatever, right? But I know I've experienced it. I know people have experienced it. COVID's a little bit different. It's one of those things. But now the real issue is, yeah, now that everybody's on the fucking, number one, everybody's unified from a almost, not everybody's unified, but each faction is now unified. So if there was any dissidence in your faction, now there's a reason for everybody to be gung-ho because now there's an opportunity. Right? You know what I mean?
Right.
So now if you had a good approval rating within your group, now your approval rating within your group's a little bit higher because it's time to go, right? So I think that's where the real problem is, that part everybody's on. So yeah, it is fucked up the way that people are trying to change some shit. It is fucked up that people are trying to mandate this and do that and blah and that, and some of it is wrong. Some of it is going to be just the way it is, but it's separate from the whole like COVID some shit. That's the other piece to it too. So is again the medical part of this is how the drugs go through it. This is what happens with drugs, right? And then they get approved and they change their shit. But it's what everybody, it's those the powers that be are on their grab. But this also should be the time that they do it. I mean, if you were a power that be, wouldn't you be on some shit right now?
No, of course. Well, yeah, and that's the thing is that when you are the power that be, then you manipulate. You take advantage of situations at every whenever there's a tragedy, there's a chance for. Whenever there's a tragedy, there's a chance for opportunity, right? And sometimes you create tragedy so you can gain opportunity, right? So,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I see it. I see it. And again, it's not me debating that there's some shit going on. It's also because when we get back to the whole, oh shit, I'm realizing the gravity of it now because like tomorrow is the day that people switch it up and stuff like that, right? I'm also like, yo, fuck, where's my app? Right? Like, can I get, yo, all right, where do I tap?
Because you don't want no problems.
Yeah.
Like you didn't do what you did so that you can still get problems. Like you're not supposed to have no problems. You're supposed to be smooth. You're supposed to be smooth sailing. So yeah.
Right. Because what did I say? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is what's coming. This is how it's gonna be. Okay. I researched some of the healthy stuff. Like, there's certain, I didn't want this vaccine. I wanted this vaccine, like stuff like that. Sure. Within the realm of that part. So, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to do my research over here. Right. But, I did my research here and then I zoned in over here and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to do my research on this. So everybody over here doesn't even want to hear that I'm doing research. It doesn't matter to these folks that I took the time to research over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To them, it's just that I'm over here. That's all that matters. But all right, okay, you did your research. You're over here. I did my research. I'm over here. But over here, I'm gonna do my research too. It's just I'm just blind, fucking, just like fucking stab me with all the fucking vaccines real quick. You know what I mean? Like pour it on me. Right? It's not like that kind of shit. All right, I'm over here now and I'm gonna do my research and this is where I landed based on what I decided and what I believed or whatever. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. So I'm all right understanding what I did but to your point, yes, because I did all that, understanding this is what I thought was going to happen or knew, this was here it comes. I don't think it's going to be here forever either.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People are like, "Oh, the new world order." Fucking, yeah, like fucking chips in. No, maybe it's not. I personally think, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Like I was right on just assuming that this is where we're going to get for this part.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I also don't think it's going to get to like the army with the pitchfork fucking zapping me to this side of the line or shit like that. But
Well,
people think that. People think,
yeah,
yes,
people
yes,
think
yeah,
that,
yeah. And I
right?
don't. Yeah,
People think that there
yeah,
there are facilities being built, and people are like, why are they building these facilities? And
yeah.
the only thing that these facilities look like they're being built for is for the pitchfork. Get in there. You know what I mean? There's like there's like if you ever look up Luciferia, right?
See, see,
If you look that up,
yeah.
it's wearable technology that Gates has patented, right? with and he patented it with 666, and essentially what it is what he has patented wearable technology that essentially you take, for instance, instead of them injecting you with a needle for a vaccine now, it's a patch. But
And
when they but when
what does a
they
patch do?
the patch embeds technology into you. Just look it up. Just look it up. Just look it up. This man patented this thing. Luciferia.
Luciferian anti-Bill. Oh, this is anti. I typed in Luciferia Bill Gates, and the first thing was
Why is a
anti-Bill
man
Gates.
building something and calling it Lucifer? You know what I'm saying? Why is there a patent number 666? Anyways. So weird.
There's the, oh, and but see, I'm like, so I'm like, yeah, that's weird. That is different that Bill Gates retired right before the whatchamacallit, right? Right before the COVID. And he's in charge of the vaccine.
Mm.
Not weird, not even weird. Yeah, that's fucked. What the fuck? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can say that too. All right. But I'm also like, yeah, I don't know if he's putting chips in us. I don't know. I don't know about that, right? It's just like layers, man, and every layer doesn't have to be the same for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I believe. True story.
Hmm.
Make sure it's pink.
Yeah,
Though,
man.
yeah?
Yeah, man. This. Anyways, Pascal Siakam's back in town.
We're ready, man. Let's go Raptors.
See him taking pictures with that CN Tower in the background. That makes me smile. I can't wait for this guy to get going. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Raptors to get going. I just want them to prove the world wrong, bro.
Who?
I just want to feel like I'm proved right.
For the Raptors or for Pascal Siakam?
Just Raptors.
Okay.
Like, I mean, Pascal Siakam, like his game speaks for itself. His numbers speak for itself.
That's true.
He has fantastic numbers. You know what I mean? Even when people are dissing him and saying, "Oh, like his numbers," he has fantastic numbers.
Man, we don't have to go through this again with
No,
Pascal.
no, we don't. No, we don't have to go through it. No, no, no.
Yeah,
I'm just,
no, especially
I'm just excited for
it's
the
still the
Raptors.
it's still the off season. He took a nice picture. You're right. I like that picture too. See, look, I love that pic. I like that picture. I thought it was a nice picture. Wicked. The whole sentiment behind it was wicked. Still, if he's the best player on the Raptors, we're not going anywhere.
That's not true.
Do you think?
Because
Yeah.
that's not true.
No, it is. It is.
So the best player on a team that is going somewhere, what are they averaging?
What do you mean?
Points wise,
It
what are they at?
it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You can't do that to me because then you're gonna try to make a video in 6 months and say, "Yo, he's averaging 24 points,
So
and you
what
said
okay,
22 and a
what
half."
is the best player on a team that's going somewhere? What are they doing for that team?
Um, winning and making the team better, and
Mm.
they're the leader. They're the leader on the team.
Give me an example of a person like that.
What do you mean? Um, Scottie Pippen.
Oh my God. Let's talk about recent.
7 a.m. on the bridle path. A 7 a.m. on the bridle path shot. Somebody recent like uh, uh like who's a like just a winner, winner. Kawhi Leonard.
No, not quite Leonard.
What do you mean?
That can't be.
What do you mean?
Because he only won with Raptors. He only won with Raptors when Raptors were on their way to win anyways. But
In
after he
San
left
Antonio
them,
when they said go cover LeBron,
like 6 years
cover
before.
LeBron. Oh man, championships are rings, yo.
Okay, so you're saying Kawhi Leonard, but he's always been carried.
No.
Kawhi's always been carried.
Oh,
San
we
Antonio,
gotta talk about
San Antonio, anybody could have got the
no.
MVP there. That was a team. He got the MVP of the finals, but anybody could have actually got the MVP of the finals, and it wouldn't have been an argument.
No. That was a team, and he deserved MVP of that final. He was the best player on the team as a youth. As a youth.
Nah, it wasn't clear. It
Yeah,
wasn't clear. It was
yeah.
definitely no, it wasn't clear. It
No. They
wasn't
said
clear.
go cover. They said go cover LeBron. That was clear. The defense. Defense wins
So
championships.
that's the same reason why Iguodala got it then.
That's the same reason that Scottie Pippen should have got it. They beat the Lakers when they switched Scottie Pippen on to Magic Johnson after they lost in the first game. And then halfway through the second game, they switched Scottie Pippen on to Magic Johnson, and that was it. Defense wins championships.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi
Mm-hmm.
Leonard. Mm-hmm. Kawhi Leonard.
No.
Yeah.
So I no because
Okay, so here.
when Michael Jordan left, the Bulls were on their way to win another championship again when he was
Because of
gone.
Scottie Pippen. Because of Scottie Pippen.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the team was good. The team was good without.
No,
The team was still good without Michael Jordan.
No.
Yes, they were good.
No. Pete Myers, yo?
What?
Pete
The
Myers.
Bulls were still fantastic team.
Look it up. Look it up.
Look up what?
The team.
What am I looking up the team for? I
Look
know
up the
team.
roster. No.
No.
Look up the.
But the team was the best team in the league, essentially.
No.
When Jordan was gone, they weren't bottom of the barrel. They were on their way to win the championship.
Because Scottie Pippen was still.
That's fine.
MVP.
That's fine.
Voting. No,
that's
it's
fine.
not fine.
That is fine.
No.
That's because of
No,
Scottie Pippen. Right. But when Kawhi left the Raptors
because
were having a better
no
season than when he was there, record-wise.
Why are you always gotta talk about Kawhi Leonard and Pascal Siakam, man?
What are you talking about? So we talking about?
I'm talking about Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when Michael Jordan left, the Bulls were great.
Mhm. Because that
Yes.
that showed Scottie Pippen's greatness.
Yes. And when
Not
Kawhi left,
not goodness.
when Kawhi left, Raptors
Yeah.
were great.
Did they win the championship?
No, they didn't.
Why not? Because they didn't have Kawhi Leonard.
No, that's
Yeah,
not why.
that's why.
No.
100%.
They were on their way to an
100%.
you see if no COVID happened, if no COVID
happens, then the Raptors would have kept Kawhi Leonard and they would have won back-to-back
No,
championships.
we're talking about Kawhi left before COVID came about.
I know. And he should have just stayed and we would have won back-to-back championships.
But if no COVID happened,
what do you mean no?
Miami
Because
didn't stand a chance against Raptors.
He would have been on the Raptors in the bubble and then we would have won.
Huh?
He would have been the Raptors in the bubble and that would have been back-to-back. Because the season got cut. Yeah, man. They would have won in the bubble. They would have won in the bubble with Kawhi Leonard. That's the year after the championship.
Pascal sucked in the bubble. That was so sad. That was so sad.
But that goes back to like you're just at your job and other things happen in your life, and you're expected to still work at a certain level, regardless. Because you're right, it was that whole he had a tough situation. OG had a tough situation, right? Lots of things were happening during that time for people in their regular life. But some people don't see it. So it go. Uh-oh. What else is on your list? It looks like you got something you're about to put on your list right now.
No. I was looking to see if there's anything, but I think that's it, my brother.
Yeah, man.
I think that's it.
Pour it up.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Got down to the bottom of my glass.
Oh, you still got some wine left? Good for you, man. I'm on my last, oh, shit.
Pizza in the break room. Where we at? Episode?
I think this is 10, bro.
Episode 10. Wow. Yeah? We'll have to confirm.
I think so.
We'll have to confirm.
Maybe. Or wait. There's 9. Just in case we cut that up. Wait. All right. There we go. Shit.
Pizza in the break room, episode 9. Sean and Jay brought it.
We here. Big up, yo.
With new hair on a new wave.
Shit, son.
Yes, sir.
Still some summer left. Let's go. We gotta get outside. Big it up, yo.
So before we go, what's going on the weekend?
I don't know. I'm coming down. I'll be in the city a little bit.
All right.
I'll holler.
All right, my brother.
Yeah.
Be easy. One love.
Big up, bro.